Hello everyone and welcome to Shelby This Week. On today's newscast, primary elections, boulders installed, and fireworks still lingering. All this plus much more, but first, the time has finally come. Shelby Township and Utica residents can cast their vote. What's on the ballot for the primary elections? County executive, state representatives, and 2 proposals. Tuesday, August 5th is voting day. State House of Representatives, District 30. 3 candidates are running for the position: Democrat Joseph Bogdan, Democrat Bo Karpinski, and Republican Jeff Farrington, who currently holds the state rep position. The next position on the ballot, State House of Representatives, District 36. 3 candidates running: Republican Stan Grote, Republican Pete Lucido, and Democrat Robert Murphy. The next ballot issue, Macomb County Executive. Candidates are Democrat and current Macomb County Executive Mark Hackle, Republican David Novak, Republican Randall Schaefer, and Republican Aaron Stahl. The 2 proposals on the ballot, state use tax proposal and the Macomb County Public Transportation millage. Don't forget to vote, August 5th, primary election day. Walking around the municipal grounds, you'll see some changes. Construction began at the Township War Memorial. A new water feature will be right in front of the monument. The S will not be moved. It will remain intact. Construction crews are working diligently to make the township more beautiful and serene, adding a water feature to the area. Crews will be working on the waterfall for the next few weeks. With legalization of fireworks in Michigan, assumptions that injuries would increase on our nation's holiday, also damages on property because of fireworks. However, injuries and damages are down, but something else is up: the noise. Stacy Sansatera talks about the frustrations over these late, pesky fireworks.
Fireworks are a huge part of summertime celebrations, and Michigan's firework laws make obtaining these explosives very easy.
Yes, in 2011 the fireworks law changed and people were able to sell a lot of different fireworks in Michigan that they were not able to do in the past.
Under this 2011 law, Michigan residents can shop locally for fireworks in lieu of crossing the state line.
Which means that Michiganders can now purchase fireworks of their choice here in the state as long as they are for residential use, not commercial use.
The new law has proved to be an economic boost for the state, yet regulation on when fireworks can be used is the real issue.
You are allowed to use the fireworks the day before a national holiday, the day of a national holiday, and the day after a national holiday. And we also have an ordinance in Shelby Township that regulates the hours of use, and I believe that you have to be finished shooting off your fireworks at midnight.
As the police department is well aware, it is difficult to regulate common sense.
If it's in violation of the ordinance, which we had posted on our township and police department website, you should give the police department a call, and we will dispatch officers out to investigate. And if they are violating either the state law or the local ordinance, we will have them stop shooting off the fireworks and or possibly ticket them.
For Shelby This Week, I'm Stacy Sansatera.
Fireworks are beautiful, but the noise at midnight is not. Unfortunately, a slew of neighborhoods have been fallen victim to car thefts recently. A high number of car break-ins have been reported. Captain Steve Stanberry explains.
Neighborhoods have been falling victim to people going through vehicles and stealing items from the vehicles, different neighborhoods throughout the township. And what the police department has found, the officers have gone out and investigated these incidents, are people leave their cars parked outside overnight. They are not locking their vehicles, and they're leaving valuables in their vehicles such as purses, wallets, iPads, laptops, cell phones, money, and garage door openers. So the thieves, for lack of a better term, come through the neighborhoods, find the unlocked cars, steal the items out of the cars, and if they find a garage door opener, then they have access to the home. And we really need to get the citizens to help us by locking their cars and removing their valuables from their vehicles if they're going to leave them outside overnight.
The police need your help to prevent future break-ins. A sign will be used in sporadic locations reminding people to lock up their possessions or lose them. Coming up, A new business attracts jobs and local trails grab attention. Stay tuned. A new facility will bring jobs to the township, but that's not all the automotive company will bring to Shelby.
A new manufacturing facility will soon call the Cherry Creek Corporate Park home. The Paslin Company, which is currently headquartered in Warren, will be expanding operations in the Shelby Township area. The Board of Trustees awarded a tax exemption to the company to build a new 166,000 square foot facility, which will bring in 180 new jobs.
We gave them a 12-year abatement, and the reason we did that is because they're coming to town with 180 jobs, and they're great jobs too, engineering, designing, some administrative, so we're looking forward to that. And of course, you know, we don't create jobs, we just kind of create the environment, incentives, so people actually are attracted to Shelby Township. And I think what this does is reaffirms the fact that we are a great place to live, to work, and to do business with right here in Shelby Township.
With many U.S. companies dispersing manufacturing jobs overseas, Shelby residents are thankful to see new business developing locally. Construction of the new facility is on a tight deadline to begin constructing crucial automotive parts for one of the big three automotive companies.
We make a real critical part for the Ford 150 2015 truck, so they have to finish this building by the end of the year in order for the 2015 trucks to get what they need.
All of this is great news for Shelby, but it's not without the hard work of our Board of Trustees.
And I can't say enough about Glenn Wynn, our planner, and Tim Wood in the building department. They've done great work. We fast-tracked this project. It's going to be done by the end of the year, and it's because of the great work by them and the quick action by the Board of Trustees. It's just being nice, being part of a group that believes in bringing business here to Shelby Township. It's all working out well.
Reporting for Shelby This Week, I'm Nicholas Stramalia.
It's important to have that relationship with the auto industry here in the township. Get ready, the Shelby Township Art Fair is here and you're invited. Rain or shine, the 31st Annual Art Fair will be going on August 9th and 10th. If you're looking for paintings, unique handmade jewelry, or beautiful pottery, come by the Art Fair. Located on the municipal grounds near the band shell, parking is free. Local Michigan artists will be here to wow you. So shop local. It's going on all day August 9th and 10th. Call 586-731-0300 for more information. The Macomb Orchard Trail received national attention recently. The 24-mile hike and bike path recently was named Trail of the Month by a nonprofit group called Rails to Trails. Macomb Orchard Trail, that runs from DeQuinder Road in Shelby Township, received the title of Trail of the Month for July. Parks and Rec Director Joe Youngblood tells us more about the popular trail.
Recently we were selected for the Trail of the Month for the nationwide newsletter, so I was very excited to get this call because people are starting to realize how beautiful the Macomb Orchard Trail is. And I know for yourself and myself, being on the trail, and you see the amount of users you have out there, it's just to improve the quality of life for our residents in Shelby Township. And if you want to see how busy it is, head out there on a weekend, even any day during the week after work. Very busy trail. A lot of people just stay in the Shelby Township area. Some people go all the way to the city of Richmond, 24.5 miles. So since the trail was built, I don't think we could be any happier with the end result. So Macomb Orchard Trail has been a great asset for everyone here in Shelby Township.
The attention is good for the trail. It's a desired destination for most. Whether you're biking, running, or walking your dog, check out this award-winning trail right here in Shelby Township. The 10th annual Go for Gold run was a success, giving back to the Special Olympics.
Runners, your mark.
It was a beautiful day for the Go for Gold race at Riverbends Park. The runs included a 5K, 10K, and a series of kids runs. Event coordinator Michael Ward tells us more about this fun-filled event.
We have about 600 runners and walker combined, and then probably another 100 kids that are participating. So we're right where we've been the last couple of years, which is great. There's a lot of competing races in the area, and we're continually drawing big numbers, which is a real positive thing because our event is always a big party atmosphere with a lot of giveaways. I mean, we got the pure protein bars from Active, we got the free yogurt over here, fruit bars and things like that everybody's giving away. Free deodorant samples. Those are things that we get at our race. You don't get at every race, so we draw a good crowd.
He also explains how this race benefits Special Olympics.
Well, when the kids go to the state meet in June up at Central Michigan, this covers the cost and allows them to go. And when they go to the winter meet in Traverse City, this gives them the money so that they can go. Otherwise, a lot of the kids couldn't afford to go to the event. So that's what makes it so special.
Major perks for runners: the detailed race course is very organized.
I had a lot of fun. This is only my second 5K race ever. My first one was a month ago up at Stony Creek. I finished that in under 36 minutes, and I was able to actually do this one without stopping, which is great. I think I finished just over 32 minutes. I've only been running, for a little bit now. I've just been really working on trying to stay fit and get in better shape. I used to weigh 274 pounds 7 years ago, and I've lost over 100 pounds. My aunt's actually right now in the middle of doing the 10K. I have my Uncle Tommy who, does a lot of this racing. He ran in the Boston Marathon last year. I just have a lot of family support, and they can give me a lot of advice, and it's been a lot of fun so far.
Timing walkers is a newly added feature. Runners are timed. Now walkers are too. Physical fitness is important, and running is a great way to stay in shape.
We run it every year, so this is just a fun race. It's a flat course, and it's super fast, so it's just fun. It's just fun to get your mind off things. It's like relaxing and just feel good, and I don't know, it's a nice way to get out there and be outside.
I just like the feeling when you're done and everything is over and you have that good feeling that you accomplished something.
This is the second time we ran together.
But we compete together.
We compete a lot at home too.
The race was scenic, a cross-country trail through the woods on the south side of Riverbend's park.
Because everybody gets involved, whether it's the township people, the EMS is here, they always like to be here, the police are here, Parks and Rec are here, families are here, everybody's having a great time. That's what we want.
Thanks for the wonderful event, had a blast, and I can't wait to do it again next year.
Participants were separated into age groups, and top 3 finishers in each group were awarded medals. Congrats to all runners. And speaking of races, the Stony Creek Distance Run is just around the corner. August 7th, kids run at 6 p.m., 5K at 6:15, and 10K at 6:25. All proceeds go to the Special Olympics. Runner and event coordinator Michelle Siebely tells us more about the race and about the course.
The Stony Creek Distance Run is in its 43rd year. It is the longest run in the history of Macomb County. And Stony Creek Running Club took over the run 4 years ago from the Stony Creek Metro Park. So this is our 4th year being in charge of the run. And what a better race to do. The race is put on by a running club, which is a group of runners. So we're hoping to make the event very well run, organized, and a lot of fun for all levels. The course is absolutely beautiful. It's at Stony Creek Metro Park at Eastwood Beach, and it's partly trails, it's partly a little bit of grass, so some cross country, and also on the paved bike path. And the 10K is 2 loops of the 5K.
A plus for this run, it's not on a weekend, so you can get your weekday workout in and help Special Olympics at the same time. Go to stonycreekrunningclub.org to sign up. It was another successful family fun event in Shelby. Shelby TV's Veronica Meadows was at the Kids Day and has the story.
Kids and their families gathered at Riverbend's Park to celebrate summer. And what better way to do that than with a climbing wall, free games, a movie, and much more.
Over 400 people attended the Free Kids Day recently. Companies from around the area contributed to host an evening full of fun.
Well, we have a lot of different sporting activities: baseball toss, football toss, soccer, basketball shoot. And also we have, first year, we have the Meyer Interactive Truck.
With sunshine and clear skies, kids hit the ground running. They went from a rock wall to all kinds of activities, set up for all ages to enjoy. Parents relaxed and let local businesses entertain their kids for a change.
I went to the princess place and I got a tattoo.
But Kids Day wasn't just for princesses.
I've been doing the baseball thing where I pitch the batter, and I've been doing the baseball hitting thing.
Even though the people and activities were different, everyone had at least one thing in common.
I just think it's great to see all the residents here from Shelby Township and the smiles on their face. And we always try to improve the quality of life for our residents, and this is one of those events that we can do that.
The events from Parks and Rec don't just end when fall rolls in.
Also, throughout the year, we have the art fair coming up and many different events throughout the year. So they can call Parks and Rec or visit our website, shelbytwp.org, and check our calendar out for all of our fun events.
Another successful Kids Day proves there is never a dull moment in Shelby Township. For Shelby This Week, I'm Veronica Meadows.
That new Meyer truck looks like a lot of fun. You'd never believe it if you heard it, but it's true. The Romeo District Library had a lawsuit filed against them by the Washington Township Board of Trustees. Supervisor Dan O'Leary confirmed the reason for the lawsuit. The library wasn't bringing their budget before the township for approval. New Library Director Jim McNaughton and the Library Board state the Library Establishment Act of 1989 says a library is its own entity and is allowed to spend monies without reporting to anyone. An odd lawsuit, to say the least. A judge will determine the fate of how the Romeo Library will proceed with their budget process. A Sterling Heights police lieutenant was arrested in Shelby Township recently on suspicion of drunken driving. It happened the evening of July 17th. Police say there was a single-car accident and Sterling Heights Lieutenant Kevin Reese was involved near West Utica and Mound Roads in Shelby Township. A field sobriety test was given. He was then arrested for operating a vehicle while intoxicated. Because of Reese's position, speculations quickly surfaced, one speculation being that other family members might have tried to intervene and prevent an arrest. Right now, the lieutenant has been placed on paid leave. An investigation and evaluation is ongoing. As we recently reported, candidate for Michigan State House Rep Peter Lucido invited candidate for State Rep Stan Grote to a friendly debate for township residents to attend. Now, what one person calls a debate happened. Pete Lucido held what was supposed to be a forum between the two Republican candidates, but Stan Grote didn't show due to a previous engagement. So what happened at the Washington Township Hall meeting? Lucido gave opening and closing statements and answered questions from audience members. This was probably the last opportunity for the two candidates to face off before the August 5th primary. A talented young adult is reaching for the stars by warming up her vocal pipes. Katie Shimatero tells us more.
You won't find this hometown star on shows like American Idol or The Voice, but regardless, she's making it big right here in Shelby Township and has her hopes set on fame.
Hope to end up on a bigger stage. I want to do some kind of tour at some point.
19-year-old Elisa Chirco may appear to be the typical girl next door, but she does have one big talent that makes her stand out from the crowd. She realized she had a knack for singing very early on, but it wasn't until age 13 that she finally began pursuing music.
I got into choir and I ended up doing like a little solo when I was like 13. And my parents were like, okay, like maybe we can do something with this. So went into voice lessons and started doing like leads and plays and stuff and scrambled down the road and ended up doing like all the recording and things that I never imagined that I would ever be doing.
Elisa, now a sophomore in college, is part of the Oakland University music program. After visiting other universities in the Midwest, including a prominent Chicago music school, she admits Oakland may not have been her first choice, but it was ultimately the best choice.
I visited there and I was really, really liking it, but it didn't feel right for me to leave everything here that I've been working on.
And she has definitely been working on a lot. Elisa is having an album release party on August 3rd at the Macomb Music Theater.
I'm going to be performing every song that's on the CD, and it's going to be fun. I'm excited.
Tickets for the event can be purchased at Ticketmaster.com, and you can also download her music on iTunes. Reporting for Shelby This Week, I'm Katie Shimatero.
We look forward to hearing her sing. The 4th annual poetry contest has been scheduled, rules established. All participants must be 18 years or older. Entries must be typewritten, 1 entry per person. Entries can be submitted between August 4th through August 22nd. Please send poems via snail mail to Diane Chandler, 54443 Pocahontas Drive, Shelby Township 48315. Good luck to all you poets. In health news, one of the most important organs in your body, your heart. We talked to physician's assistant Ann Boss-School from the Shelby Macomb Medical Mall. She talks about symptoms of heart problems, types of evaluations given, and the different symptoms of heart problems between men and women.
Well, patients typically come to see us in the office for evaluation of a variety of symptoms. Typically, it's more of a chest pain, pressure, unusual fatigue, shortness of breath, palpitations, and then we can do a further complete evaluation on them. We first get a very thorough history. It's very important to find out what their past medical history is, in addition to their surgical history, family history, and past cardiac, if any. And then we further assess with an EKG, which is the electrical activity of the heart, and further assessment, and then take a closer look if we need to do any kind of testing, including a stress test and or echocardiogram. Women tend to present a little bit different than men. Women tend to present with not the typical classic symptoms that a male would, including the chest pain, pressure, radiation to the left arm. A woman can present that way, but more than likely presents with more fatigue. You know, a lot of patients don't realize that when your body is fatigued for no reason or no significant reason, that does need an investigation, or shortness of breath at an unusually low workload. We do need further investigation on that because that can be related to supply demand, lack of oxygen in the blood. And we want to make sure we treat their symptoms if they're having the active symptoms right away. If we'll get a thorough laboratory testing done to see if we need to add them on any statin agents or cholesterol-lowering agents. We'll assess their blood pressure and treat them appropriately. And then we also talk to them extensively at each visit about risk factors for heart disease because we want to make sure everyone's aware of these cardiovascular risk factors and what they can do to help themselves out. We also then would proceed with what we call non-invasive testing, which includes not only the EKG, but also an echocardiogram, for which the echo is where we would delineate the structure of the heart, the 4 chambers, the 4 valves, and just overall take a look at the heart function. If need be, we would proceed with a stress test, which shows the whole heart muscle and the blood flow. The blood flow at a stressful time for the patient, just to see if the whole muscle is getting enough blood flow. And if we do see any positive or any abnormalities, I should say, on that, we would proceed with what we call invasive evaluation. First of all, take ownership in their bodies, in getting to know their own bodies, understanding how they feel, and then also therapeutic lifestyle management is very important for us. And what I mean by that is having the patient try to eat healthier, try to control their blood pressures, try to, if they have diabetes, very important to keep those under good control, keep as active as they can. And then in addition to all of those, be aware of their body, their symptoms, and what they can do to live a heart-healthy lifestyle.
So no matter if you're working out, eating vegetables, or just meditating to lower your blood pressure, always take care of your heart. Coming up, a garden walk. Stay tuned. This year's Garden Walk was a flourishing success. 7 gardens were shown at the Township's Garden Walk. Visitors enjoyed the views around the neighborhood, admiring the inspirational gardens. The summertime garden walks not only included beautiful homes, gardens, front and back, but also hidden treasures in people's garages. Locals opened their homes to give garden walkers a sneak peek at unique antiques. We close this episode of Shelby This Week with video from the annual Garden Walk. From all of us here at Shelby TV, thanks for watching Shelby This Week.
Fresh cut grass.